Homecoming at Spencerport High School. The Rangers are led down the hill and onto the field by James Marino, a senior elected by the rest of the team for this honor. He won't play in this game. He won't play at all this year. It was the third day of practice just over a month ago. Marino was on his way to winning a starting job in the offensive and defensive lines when fate stepped in.
During the process of running plays offensively, he hit somebody. He didn't even really remember who he hit or how hard it was. It didn't seem like much at the time. And then after practice, we watched film. He didn't feel really well. He went home, and then he sent me a text message that he thought maybe he had a concussion.
It was terrible. It was completely just head splitting. I couldn't even see straight or anything.
We didn't even think initially that he had a concussion because he didn't complain of anything through the whole practice. It was a delayed reaction kind of thing. So he was fine, he practiced, we came in, we lifted, we watched film, and as we were watching film, and he didn't tell us at the time, but he started to feel ill. So when he got home, it got worse. The symptoms just worsened and worsened and worsened.
I think they were checking for internal bleeding, but then they thought they messed it up because my white blood cell count was so high, and they took it again, and they found out it was actually correct. My white blood cells were 20 times higher than normal.
It was leukemia, a cancer of the blood and bone marrow, life-threatening, incurable, but manageable.
He had told me that he was out for a while, that he was going to be up in the hospital. Initially, they thought that he had a subdural hematoma, which is a slow brain bleed. And so a couple of the players, myself and Coach Gray, one of my assistants, we went up to to Strong Hospital and went to visit him. And he kind of waited till we got there in person to tell us the news.
I haven't really know how to deal with it, but he was pretty optimistic about it. He was like in a good mood, everything, in the hospital and everything, in like a hospital bed.
Like your first reaction was like, oh my God.
Yeah, like I had no idea how to deal with it. Like I don't know, I was pretty upset about it.
Chemotherapy wasn't necessary. Marino's leukemia is being treated with drugs. The prognosis is very good.
In a sense, I told him that maybe it was a positive thing that he thought he had a concussion. Maybe the rigorous exercise of football brought the symptoms out a little bit more, and maybe that was something that got him to the hospital and got diagnosed. I don't know that for sure, but you like to think that things happen for a reason and that a positive outcome occurs because of those sorts of things.
It's really stressful knowing that I'm not going to be out there with the guys who are putting in the work. And I don't know, sometimes when I see a kid give up, it's like, don't do that, because I would do anything to be out here. But I feel like they're really pulling together this year.
But it's good to be alive, isn't it?
That's an upside to it. Yeah.